Hey guys, this is Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Nintendo, the original Nintendo, original NES. So Super Mario Bros. 3, this is a cartridge. There we go, there's my camera focusing. Original Super Mario Bros. 3, and this is what a Nintendo cartridge looks like. So I remember when this first came out, and I was pretty excited about it. There's a lot of new stuff and a lot of new ideas that came out in this game. Now, up until this time, we had Mario 1 and Mario 2. So Mario 1 was, you know, the standard original. I know they had some before that, not on the NES, but that was like, you know, this standard starting place had all the core Mario stuff for the core formula for the game series. But you had Mario 1, and then Mario 2 was actually technically called something else before they turned it into a Mario game for the US. And then they had the Lost Levels in Japan that didn't come to the US till years later. So we had Mario 1, Mario 2, which was a huge, diverged hugely in the US, and then Mario 3, a little bit more similar to Mario 1 in the terms of gameplay, but it had a ton more features. So one, it had an overworld, like a overworld map that you could move around on and go from level to level, and then from world to world. So it was all split up like that, and it was kind of really nice in that sense. You could try levels over and over, choose which level you wanted to go to. You had like the mushroom houses, like Toad's house, where you could get power-ups and stuff, and a lot of different things. You had warp whistles, all that good stuff. So a lot of new features, and when you actually play the game, they had a lot more scenery, a lot more to it. They had like just the art and the way things were drawn, all new, better graphics. At the time, looking back today, it's all just primitive 2D graphics, but at the time, the graphics on this were way better than Mario 1. It was less pixelized. They did a better job of drawing things, stuff like that. So this was kind of groundbreaking, I would say. But the one thing that really stood out was all the power-ups, right? Because in Mario 1, the only power-up you could get was like the fire flower. Like you get the mushroom to get bigger, fire flower, you can throw fireballs, and you can get invincibility with a star. And that was it, right? With this, you had all of that stuff, but you also you could get the leaf and get you could get the raccoon tail and fly around. You get a Tanuki suit, a frog suit, and I think like the Hammer Brother, I forget what they call it, the Hammer Brothers suit. You had different we had a larger variety of power-ups. You get the P-Wing, stuff like that. You could, just the ability to fly, with the raccoon tail. Like you could run and speed up and then actually fly. That was pretty cool. A lot of just different stuff that you didn't have in the other games. And then a lot more to the story. Like the story got deeper. Now, sure, I know the original Mario was pretty simple, but they actually did have a background story. If you take the time to read the actual manual that came with the game, they have a whole story behind it. And, they even had TV shows that around at the time that kind of matched the story, so people generally knew it. But once you get to this, they had a lot more to the story. They had a lot more characters in the story. You could you come and talk to. You get to the castle, they'll tell you a bunch of stuff. There's more stuff they'll talk about, and then it introduced more depth to it. Instead of just having Bowser at the end of the game, they had Bowser, and they had like Bowser's children. They all flew around on airships, and the airships were a whole other novelty added to this game, another new thing. And so you had the airships, you had the at the end of each world, and just like you had each of Bowser's children at the end of each world. Each one was a unique character with their unique things, and everything was unique. And each world had its own, new features. Like you'd have like the desert, you'd have the water world, the ice world, all that different stuff. Thinking back to Mario 1, all the worlds, each world, they'd have different levels. Each world is broken up into levels, but you never know what you're going to get with each one. You just know at the fourth level per world is going to be a lava world, where you're going through this lava area with bricks, and Bowser's breathing fire at you, right? That's one thing that's kind of consistent, but they're not split up into different themes. Like you don't have a desert one, you don't have a water world, that type of stuff. So that was another new thing with Mario 3. So this was really exciting, a lot of new features, amazing. Now, I played this until I was pretty good at it. At the time, back in the 80s, I just did not have the skill to actually beat the game, but I got pretty good at a lot of like the secrets and stuff in the earlier levels, and I could get pretty far. We knew where all the warp whistles were and stuff like that. But and we had the Cheater magazine, basically the Nintendo Power magazine that shows you where everything is. So I knew like a ton of stuff about it, and just played this a lot back in the 80s and early 90s. But yeah, there you go, Super Mario Brothers 3, and we can now play this on the Switch and on a bunch of other platforms too. There's a bunch of different ways you can play this game, but yeah, I mean, I'm playing it on the Switch these days along with other Marios, and you know, if you pay for their online service. But there you go, Super Mario Brothers 3. So on this channel, we do a lot of other stuff. We do a lot of you know, general gaming stuff. We do retro gaming, modern gaming, mobile gaming, PC gaming, all the different types of gaming, anything game related. We do a lot of gameplay videos. We do a lot of reviews of equipment, all that sort of stuff. If you like that, hit the subscribe button, and you know, hit the bell icon. Also, if you've played this yourself, or you have a favorite NES game or any other game, leave a comment down below, and might want to give me a thumbs up. But that's about it for today, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.